Yeah, so anyway, this one is on what's it called? My headphones. So hopefully it sound goes through. Anyway, I was just trying to watch something for fun. Wait, let me fix this. Sorry. Trying to fix the glare. Anyway, so I was watching something for fun, right? And all those little like couple prank videos, which, I don't usually watch that stuff, but anyway, I wanted something lighthearted and fun and dumb to watch. So anyway, this compilation prank was that it's with like, two married people and um a guy and a girl. What the hell? Why is there balloons? Anyway, sorry. Sorry for the screen effects. So anyway, this time the prank was about the girl needs to change her outfit. So she tells her husband or boyfriend to like get out the room so she can change. Right? And then most of the reactions, I was actually like, wait a second. Something is wrong here. Something is very, very wrong. Because like first reaction is like confusion. It's like, what? Why do you want me to change? Like I've seen everything. Why do you need me to leave the room so I can change? Right? I understand that, right? I understand a little confusion, right? But is what happened after that is that the guys kept insisting, right? As if like it's their right to her body to see her change anytime, any place, anywhere that they please. Well, yes, they were all at home in this case, but you see what I'm saying? It's giving like I get to look at your body, and derive like value or entertainment from that whenever I please, whenever I feel comfortable, not if you feel comfortable, right? And of course, some people even had even worse reactions, and the couples that had raised their voice, and some even got into screaming matches about it. But anyway, first I wanted to say how that really reminds me of those Regency era books, like basically like any Bridgerton era kind of book where the woman is basically wait, am I allowed to say these words on it? Anyway, let's just say she's innocent in that kind of way, the way that you know that I mean, right? Versus, say she has no experience, right, in that area, and the guy has all the experience because usually he'll be like traveling the world or whatever. It's just seen as those kind of things are seen as a accomplishment for guys, anyway, right? And then so when they get married, right? One of the books it was that they got married, and in the carriage they were talking about how now, since she is his wife, she owes him her body. Like, of course, they don't say it in that many words, I don't think. But basically, she owes him to sleep with him whenever he wants, whenever he feels like it. No matter how she feels, that is now her duty as his wife to gratify him in that way. Okay? And there's something inherently wrong with this because, first of all, a bodily autonomy, right? So just because you're married to someone doesn't mean you get access to them, or specifically this case, it doesn't mean you get access to their body whenever you want. Like they're not a toy. Like literally, they're not a toy in both senses of the word. You don't just get to use them whenever you want. Okay, this is not a battery charge thing. This is a human being, like somebody with a heart and soul, whose energy matters, whose emotions matter, whose feelings matter, whose state of mind matter, state of being, whatever you want to call it. And it doesn't matter why. Like you said, maybe going back to the case with the girl changing, maybe she's insecure that day. Like one of the husbands has said, right? The only one who had a good reaction, by the way, who did not question what she said. He did not question it, not even once. He just said, "Oh yeah, maybe I figured maybe you felt insecure that day, so I didn't want to make it worse." He just immediately left up, took his phone, and was playing on his game or whatever. That's when you know that was the only decent man, the only decent man. Anyway, sorry. So I lost my train of thought, but oh yes, he said like maybe she's insecure that day, right? And the thing is, it doesn't matter. You don't need a reason to respect your partner's boundaries, to respect your partner's authority over their own body. Like me, right here, I have authority over my body, right? And you have authority over your body. Like whoever it is, it does not matter how old you are. It does not matter like your experience and things like in relationships and other stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know what exactly I'm about to talk about here. So anyway, you get it. It doesn't matter. Every single person has autonomy over their body, whether you're in a relationship, whether you're dating, whether you're married, whether you've been together for 20 years. It doesn't matter. It could be people who they're 80 years old now, and the girl could have said, the woman could have said, "Oh, can you please go outside and change?" And he better be like, "Yes, dear," right? And of course, this applies to all kinds of relationships. I'm just centering, the hetero perspective because that is what was shown in the video. But it's a universal concept. Doesn't matter if it's male and a female, or two men or two women, or any gender identity or sexual orientation. If you're trans, you're bi, you're gay. Like literally, I'm telling you, universal concept. Even though this one says man and woman, and I'm adhering to that because it shows like you know, um, cultural norms and like patriarchy stuff, whatever. Anyway, sorry. So that was a disclaimer to get that out of the way. So yeah, it just shows like the instilled thing that's instilled in men's minds that they have ownership over their partner's body. They have ownership over a woman's body, and that they get to derive whatever profit, entertainment, gratification, um, however they see fit. And so that's why videos like this can't even really be taken as fun or jokey or prank content because it actually is something pretty scary when you think about it. Like that should be something that's just considered, human decency. Like that's the kind of stuff you learn in kindergarten. Like you don't need no kind of PhD, you don't need no kind of GED, high school diploma, whatever education to understand basic bodily autonomy. So it's kind of scary to see reactions like that. And that even these things that are supposed to be like, oh, ha, 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 prank things, funny things, like literally can't be taken that way because it literally shows, what's it called? Problems of society at large, It really shows a lot of bigger issues that people fail to take into account with this. So, I hope that, I don't even know what to say for that. So, yeah, even though it's meant to be like, oh, ha, 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 this is so funny, it actually is really scary when you think about it and shows a lot of problems in a lot of relationships. And, I wish that people would approach this, like, as like we are two equal human beings, but clearly that's not the case. So,